Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda. Today I'm playing with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Series 15, and this is a sketch for day 27 for Mel Walkden. This was done in June, but I didn't have time in June. I'm also using my counterfeit kit challenge from June. I'm also going to put some of the July stuff in. My June one will work really well with July. I'm going to scrap up these photos with this piece of pattern paper that is super old. And I have lots of photos of my daughter and her grandmother when she was itty bitty. Now she's almost 17. And I'm going to put them on some flips. And so to do this, what you need to do is take a measurement of the height of your photo and then what you want for your border and then double it. And then take a measurement of your width of your photo and what you want for your border and cut it. So the only one you're going to double is the height of it, and the width stays the same. I doubled the border, and so I'll have to cut it off. I don't know why I did that, but I did that to start with. And then I am doing a 3x4 photo, and so my paper flap is 3.5 by 9, and then these purple ones are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and so that gives me a nice border around and still some of that white around. And then I'm going to try and trim this off because I cut it a little long and I didn't need it to be as long. And that worked okay. I just wanted an itty bitty bit more, and my blade is not sharp enough to cut that little bit off. And now I have a distressed edge and I'm annoyed. So I'm going to cut this one down right away because I know what size I want it, because I mismeasured, because that happens. And then I'm going to rip these off. This is just printer paper instead of cardstock for the white. The purple is cardstock, but the white doesn't need to be cardstock because look at all that cardstock that's going to be on there. So that gives the structure I need. And then I'm taking a look at some of these other photos. I found 2 more that I'm going to add to the mix here. And just taking a look, getting this all in. So this is the third flap and just finishing it up. I didn't make you watch cutting all those purple pieces again because that's a lot. And it took a while. And I am going to have a white box on the top there. It's not going to stay white. It's going to be where my journaling goes. And I know that's where my journaling's going to go, so it's okay. And then I do want these to overlap because I think it looks neat. So I think it gives a little bit more movement to the page. And in the sketch part of things, I kind of go off the sketch, like not follow the sketch so much. Sorry, Mel. But I do take how she's got some of the photos in there. So the top 2 photos are definitely overlapping, like I'm doing these flip-flap ones. And then there are some other ones that are underneath that are overlapping. My photos are just a lot bigger than the ones in the sketch, and I do try and do that diagonal diamond shape underneath it. You'll see that in a minute. It just didn't work out. I like actually the simpleness of how this ends up being, so it is what it is. I cut down those 2 larger photos and I backed those 3 other ones in the white and the purple. I didn't make you watch all of that. I am going to cut a piece of purple to put in this white spot. I'm not going to adhere it yet, and so this is now what I'm kind of thinking, and I like that layout. And then I'm like, oh, I kind of want the white on top. So we're going to try that this way. That's not too bad. I'm going to pull out some of my 49 in Market. This is the color spectrum, I believe. So I'm going to pull out purples and oranges. There's not any yellow in it, so purples and oranges, which my color scheme comes from the pictures, so there's a lot of that bright yellow in the playground, and then my daughter is wearing white and purple and orange. So the dress she's got on actually it's orange, but it has a purple trim to it, so it works out pretty good. And so I'm pulling out the purple pieces, no yellow pieces in this one. There is a couple orange pieces that I do have off to the side that I didn't think I was going to use, and then I decided I definitely need orange. So my color scheme for this is orange and purple and yellow, which is not a typical thing for me, but that's okay. So looking for a title piece or something else that I can use. So looking through some of my old kind of cut stuff, and I find this sweater weather, and it is the perfect orange and the perfect purple, and she's wearing this beautiful outdoor sweater. This is in fall, just before it gets cold, and oh, that's just perfect. I pull out this sticker piece with the butterflies on it from Simple Stories, but I'm not going to use it. I was thinking of a subtitle with these tile stickers, but I have no E's left, and I was thinking like playtime or playground, or couldn't do most of them. I pulled out some of this to see about being a little bit more true to the sketch with that diamond piece. I just don't like it. And I thought maybe this blue or that one, and I don't like it. So it's not gonna make it onto it this time, but I think part of it is, like, again, my photos are just too big. And then I mapped this out because I thought, oh, maybe I'll do it in mixed media. Just kind of deciding how I want these ones to go. And that, and I look at that and I go, yeah, no, I'm not even going to do the mixed media today. So I'm going to erase the pencil lines because I don't want to see them. And this is kind of the basis of how it's going to end up. So, which is, I like doing mixed media, but just not what was in the cards today. So I did back that other photo with a little bit of cardstock, and it just gives it some structure. And so making sure that's centered, a little more pencil there, my head's in the way, and then getting these down. So I'm going to do them a little bit closer to the bottom. That one of her coming through the tunnel is going to get centered, and then the sweater weather situates really nicely in the center there, and I really like that. So we're going to run with it in a whole different way. So, which is great. Like, sketches definitely you can use for inspiration, and the layout is definitely inspired by Mel's sketch. So you do what you can do, and sometimes it goes in a totally different way. So though now I've got those orange pieces from the color spectrum, I'm putting the chipboard piece of that purple heart on the bottom, and then matching up the card stock piece. And so when it's closed, it matches, and I like it. I thought about that, my heart somewhere there, but it's not going to make it. And then I pull out, this is 49 Market as well, and this is their fall kit from last year. And I'm going to pull out a couple of orange pieces because I'm going to lean into the orange now. So I'm going to have the moth and that little heart, which matches the purple heart. I look at a couple of other things. I could have pulled a couple more orange ones, but I'm going to pull these purple ones from the fall as well because they match the purple from the other one. And then I swapped out that orange heart because that was a brighter orange. The other one was more of a dusty one. These are from the fall 49 Market as well. And it's the washi tape roll. This one says love this. And so I'm going to use that. I'm also going to put a little bit of cardstock underneath this circle heart so that it doesn't crease when it's in her book, because her book will be full. And so 3 pieces of that because I have 3 pieces of paper, and it just gives it some structure. And then I'm just going to trim it off. And if I angle my scissors, then you don't see any of the white, and on it goes. And then the love this is going to go right here. And then one of the wings of this butterfly is going to get glued down, and then I'm going to use a foam square to give it some dimension. And I really love the way that looks in person. It gives it a lot of shadow underneath and dimension. I decide the orange moth can go on the other side. It's gonna, yep, right there. Nope, yep. So I like that the littler heart up there, and this bigger purple heart's going to come down here, and it's going to sit right in that ring. And I'm playing around. Those circle pieces, 3 of them are chipboard and 3 of them are cardstock. So I'm just going to sprinkle those around. I thought about that for the date, but nope. And then this washi was not very straight on, so I'm going to use my T-square to get it a little bit better situated. And I'm going to commit to the circle. The circle says the good life. This is the good life. And so you can still read it, but it gives some dimension on the bottom corner. And I am doing a foam square, and then I cut a square in half, and so that gives that heart the structure it needs. And then it's going to get a chipboard and cardstock of those circles. And I also got that other heart down, I think. And then I'm going to do my journaling block here. So those 2 purple butterflies are going to go in here. This orange is almost the exact match of that sweater color. It doesn't quite look like that on the video, but it matches so well. So I am going to cut this so that there is about 1/8 of an inch all the way around in the purple. Maybe a little bit more than that. Oh, quite a bit more than that when I look at it. And then these 2 butterflies are going to go there, or moths. I can't tell. Maybe moths. And then it's going to get a white piece. And this one's too small. I did cut a bigger piece. And then these are going to go on, and it's going to be all glued together here. And then it's going to go up here. I do my journaling off screen, but it does say you love to play at the park by the fire station, and Kaylee with Gran, she loved to take you. And then I am going to find the date to put on it too, but I haven't done that yet. And here it is all done. So, and the flippy flaps, I don't know what else to call them. Here are some close-ups. I really love how this one turned out. Thanks, Mel, for the inspiration. Even though it's not quite like the sketch, I really, really appreciate and love how this one turned out. If you liked my video today, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you're new to me, I would love it if you subscribed. If you want to see more, there's some more here. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day.